What is up, scent heads, smell beast, and frag freaks? It's your boy. My name is Mega Dave, and today we go over one of the most popular designer fragrances from 2016 that was discontinued, and now it's back. That's coming up next, but this is Eau So Fraiche. Yo, what is good, Fresh fam? For everybody returning, I want to say thank you so much for being a freshie. It really means a lot to me. And if this is your first time here, welcome. As I said before, my name's Mega Dave. This is my channel, Eau So Fraiche. I do reviews on fragrances that I absolutely love, and I hope that you love them too. If you do, give me 2 huge fresh thumbs up. That lets me know that you enjoy the content. Also, think about subscribing and hitting me decent down my belly. Give it one good. There you go. Now you're updated and you know when I'm dropping new flames like this, because who knows, it could be your favorite fragrance that I review next. Today, as you saw in the intro, I'm going over a 2016 summer banger, one that probably everybody has owned at least once in their lifetime, or they have the reformulation of it, or they know someone that has it. It is definitely a lady killer. It's one that most people tell you that they absolutely love, but they're sick of hearing about it. But Sam over at Dua decided to do his thing and put some Viagra to this, give it some power, and bring it back from the dead. The fragrance that I'm referring to is Paco Rabanne's Invictus Aqua. Hearing the name alone, you probably know already what I mean, but you've probably heard the nasty rumors of reformulation. It's part of life now. We all know if we collect fragrances long enough, the fragrance that we love for some reason or other is going to be changed. 2016, the end of 2015 to 2016, there was an awesome fragrance that came out by the name of Invictus Aqua. Invictus was first. This was the little bit fresher take, added some C notes. We all know what Invictus Aqua is, but for some reason or other, after the 2016, the frosted bottle that looks like this here was changed to the bottle that looks like this here. I don't know what happened, changed a little bit. The performance went way down. I don't know if it was from the base notes. I have no idea, but there was an obvious difference. But for people that kept the Invictus Aqua, it still is a fantastic scent. It just changed so dramatically with performance and going a little bit more in the normal sweet route versus keeping that more gritty, salty feel that we all loved originally. But never fear, Dua's here. With the newest release that just came out last week, and with this giant influx of all new fragrances, we got ourselves the new bottle. This one here goes by AquaVenture 2016. Now, this fragrance is based off of that 2016 batch. Sam over at Dua does his thing like he always does, takes notes that we love, takes them, fools around with them, and gives us something magical. But let me shut up and get to why you guys all came here and get to the scent breakdown. All right, I got my AquaVenture 2016, and of course, this battered and bruised fresh strip. And we're gonna take Aqua on a venture. Side note, you guys that have been in the group know how much I actually love Invictus Aqua, how much I love Rosazi Havas, how much I love Invictus. So this one was just made in heaven for me. From the very opening, salty, refreshing, cool water. It smells like the ocean, slightly salty, a little bit gritty, almost sandy, if you will, with a very nice prominent yuzu. He definitely cranked this thing up to the max. Very, very good tart citrus. And then something that I know a lot of people love in the newer batches, those tend to be sweeter, but there's still some type of sweet berry note in here. I know berry isn't listed. I don't think there's any berry notes in it. I'm not sure if it's different florals playing or whatever it is, but there's a sweet berry type note that I get. Now, full disclosure, this is not nowhere near as sweet as the newer batches, nor is this as sweet as Razazi Habas. This is more true to the older batches. The 2016 was a little bit more dirty, a little bit more aquatic, if you will, being raw in the nature instead of being a little bit more mass pleasing with that super bubblegummy sweetness. This one definitely is a little bit more edgy, definitely has a lot more depth than what the newer batches do. So for fans of the vintage, that's what this is for. This is based after the one that everybody chases, that 2016 batch. For people that have never smelled it, they're going to be bewildered and think that it smells nothing or very far off from the newer batches that they have never got their nose on a 2016. Now, as this thing goes from the opening, which is very bright, very tart citrus, has that aquatic note carries through, that yuzu dies down a little bit, and then we get a very nice ambergris that comes through. Now, it smells very high quality, although I do think that it's synthetic, whereas Invictus Aqua had majority of their ingredients were synthesized or synthetic. So I don't believe that there's actual ambergris, but whatever was used in this fragrance was very high quality synthetic ambergris. I'm sure there's some combination of fantastic woods. One that I can smell absolutely in here is Guaiac Wood. It is the base for it. It's very creamy, almost gives off a vanilla-ish vibe. It has a very sweet tone to it. Again, that could be playing tricks with the different citrus that's in here mixed with the aquatics and some type of florals. I don't know how they do the whole situation, but I just know what it smells like to my nose. When this thing finally does settle down to its skin scent, then we're left with the base of a very woody fragrance that lasts for a very long time and will easily outperform any modern batch that is thrown against it. As far as longevity and projection, this thing carries the Viefragra even more than I can remember from 2016. I get a very solid, right now, brand new bottle, 8 hours, and a very good amount of projection for about the first 2 hours. So after that, it does start to finally come down. It doesn't project as loud, but the sillage is still in the air for a very long time. You still get wafts of that yuzu and that grapefruit note, and that base, if you get up close to it and you snuggle up to it, then you're smelling that wood and that ambergris that's in there as well. Now, I can't wait until this thing develops a little bit more. As we know with Duas, they definitely improve. They definitely get stronger, which I'm very scared of because this thing does already perform extremely well. I know I heard a little bit of talking back and forth. It doesn't smell like it, or it does smell like it. It's really up to you guys what you think. I don't tend to want to think about doing side-by-sides, but I definitely am thinking about doing a battle between this and Razazi Habas, as I don't think it's fair to compare this with the 2016 Invictus Aqua, as this one will definitely outperform it. Definitely smells better to me, in my opinion. You may have your own opinions, but to me, I think this kills Invictus Aqua 2016. Definitely destroys any of the newer batches. It has no chance against it. The only one that I think I do side by side want to smell would be this versus Razazi Habas. I think this does take some perfect elements and definitely longevity from that Habas, but also keep some of that grit and that dirtiness that is in the original 2016 Invictus Aqua, puts them together. So I'm really excited to see that. So if you guys want to see a battle like that, let me know down in the comments. I'll definitely do it for you guys. I normally don't battle this versus normal fragrances, but I know with that being such a mainstay in the fragrance community, it's going to be asked quite a bit. So if I get enough people down in the comments that say, hey, I want to see this versus Razazi Habas, I'll get it done for you guys. Now, climate, who gets to wear it, all of that stuff that you guys care about. Got the longevity out of the way. Climate, obviously. Summer, spring, sure. Depending where you live, you can pull this off in fall. Winter, I think there's a lot better fragrances that you can pull off. So if you live in hotter climates, of course, Florida, Texas, all those tropical, south of the borders, you can wear this almost anytime. Have no fear that it's going to last in the sun. If you're in direct heat, it's going to refresh you. It's going to make you smell like $1,000,000, even though you paid $50. Now, though it does carry some sweetness to it and has some citrus, I do think with the wood base that's in it, definitely leans more masculine to me. But again, as I always say, woman, if you love this, if you already were wearing Invictus or Invictus Aqua, continue to wear it. Wear what you love and love what you wear. I just tell you what I get off my nose. I think that it tends to lean more masculine. But again, what do I know? I wear feminine fragrances all the time and they smell fantastic. So maybe a woman will pull this off. Maybe that berry note that I was talking about is more prevalent on a woman's skin versus a man's dried up, beat, weathered skin. This fragrance, as you know, definitely is more geared for younger crowd, even though I still do love to wear it, and I don't consider myself a very young guy. I'm not old either, but this definitely is geared for that younger crowd, the ones that want to get noticed, that want to go out into the streets, even though we can't. But if you want to sit in your house and be noticed by your wife or your friend or your mom or whomever, this is the one that's going to do it. This thing has very good push. This thing is very eye-catching because of the bright citrus that's in there, because that sharp aquatic note. It definitely will pull people left and right, and they're going to be chasing that little trail. I just know from experience, this one will not let you down either. But till I come to again, that's all I have. I want to let you guys know I am so proud of the support and the growth that this channel is doing. I ask that you guys continue to support me. I'm going to continue to be bringing fire fragrances like this till I come to you again. I love you so much. Be blessed and stay fresh. We got shorties on the floor. We got niggas by the bar.